Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope you're having a safe and fun holiday this weekend. This weekend. Um, it's a special day for myself. It's my birthday. So uh, uh, thank you all for those that wished me happy birthday. I appreciate that. We've gotten quite a few messages through Facebook and email. So I appreciate that. But whether, if we get some content or relative news or breaking news or anything that seems of importance, we're going to bring it out to you regardless if it's my birthday or if it's the holiday, so to speak. And so today, what we're going to be talking about comes from actually was pointed out to us by two of our Facebook um, fans, watchers of the content and supporters of the show. They sent us out some information. It came from Gina and Cindy. I'll keep their last names private. But before we get into it, would you guys just hit that like and subscribe button? That'll help get this content out and the algorithm going. We're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. If you guys could help us do so by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that notification bell, we would truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's get into the content. Um, there's been a lot of question as to how did Bryan Kohberger know Xana, Maddie, Ethan, and Kaylee. There's this guy doesn't appear to be in their circle. He is socially awkward, apparently, by those that knew him, that attended his high school and college. He's older. He's 28. The the victims were all under the age of 22. He lives, relatively close, but still a city away. 10 miles away. Where's the connection? How does he know them? I don't believe that they had any, majors, and what they were studying was similar or any of those things. And so, where's the connection? Now, here recently, an article had came out referencing Brian's um, eating habits and how he was OCD about his eating and how he was not just vegan but more than vegan, and in fact had his uncle and his aunt have to buy new pans because he wouldn't eat anything that was made or that had been previously had meat cooked on it. And so he was super, they described him as super OCD about it. So one of our two, Gina and Cindy, two of our Facebook, followers and supporters of the show that follow us also on Facebook, you can reach us at the Drunk Turkey Show. You send in a message, it'll be myself, Blue, or Jaime that responds. Majority of the time, it's myself. Email as well, but they contacted us and they go, why don't if you search up a vegan restaurant in Moscow, the first place that populates or pops up is the Mad Greek. Now, Maddie and Xana both worked at the Mad Greek um, restaurant. Now, there's been a lot of question as to, if this suspect, if Brian, entered the building not through Xana's bedroom window, but let's just say the front door, the back sliding door, one of the other windows. If his target was on the third floor, why would he be going into the second floor? What would be the point? Well, Xana also worked at the Mad Greek. Madison worked at the Mad Greek. And so if he maybe ate there, got in contact with him, he may be familiar with who they are. Um, in fact, I have a post here from the Mad Greek, and we'll read it real quick. This is on November 14th, so just after the incident. This is very close. It goes, it is with a broken heart and deep sadness to share with you that we have lost two of our own here at Mad Greek. Xana and Maddie have been servers here for several years, brought so much joy to our restaurant and all of those they encountered. Maddie was also the face behind our social media pages. Maybe perhaps Brian saw her on her presence on social media, and that's Maddie. And maybe it wasn't so much Kaylee, but Kaylee did go to this establishment quite often to visit her friends and to support her friends. In fact, we have a review from her on this restaurant that we'll look into as well. With this incredible loss, we have shut down the process and grieve. Our deepest sympathies go out to the friends and family of Xana, Maddie, Ethan, and Kaylee. Uh, we as a team, our support to anyone. Well, sorry about that. We as a team offer our support to anyone in need at this time. From Jackie and all the Mad Greek family, you will be greatly missed. Thank you for being part of our family and team and for helping me so much over these years. Until we meet again, love, the world's best boss. And it's just super sad, this entire situation. Um, you can't, in my opinion, it's extremely sad. But is this the connection, y'all? Is this the connection that we've been looking for? Um, this is when you type in on Google vegan restaurants in Moscow, Idaho, you click on Mad Greek, you click on the reviews, you start scrolling down, you start seeing some familiar names. It's truly heartbroken. 2 months ago from Bethany Funk, um, this place was amazing. The food was delicious. Maddie was an amazing server. We'll be returning soon. You go down a little bit, you start to see Jake S. Always have a great experience when I stop in for dinner at Mad Greek. Maddie is a wonderful waitress. Would recommend. Kaylee Goncalves. My experience here was amazing. The server, Maddie, made our experience extra special. Food was amazing. The sampler platter was to die for. You guys think this is the connection? You think that this guy searched up vegan restaurants in the area, found Mad Greek, went to Mad Greek, saw Maddie, saw Xana, maybe perhaps even saw Kaylee, and with that began to, um, that's where this, the stalking began, or his presence began. Let me know in the comments section. There's one more thing I want to show you guys. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Give me a few seconds. Oh man, I don't think I took a snap out of it, but all right, no big deal. If you look at, and I'm just going to kind of describe this to the best of my ability, but if you look at the layout of the second floor, if Bryan made entry through the sliding glass door or the window in the back of the house, right, then he could have gone up the stairs and completely missed Ethan and Xana's room. Now, the press release has said that the unconscious person on the 911 call that was referring to the unconscious person was a person on the second floor, one of the victims on the second floor. So it was not one of the roommates that passed out. It was not any of those things. That's not true, and that narrative needs to stop, that it was one of the roommates that passed out. The press release states very clearly that the unconscious person that was reported on was one of the victims on the second floor. My opinion, and I've put this out there before, I think the attack in Xana's room started with Ethan, and he was thrown off the bed after he was attacked. And the suspect then climbed on the bed, go after Xana. And when he pulled Ethan down off the bed, he landed face first against the back wall, which would lead to or explain why there was a red substance coming out of the back wall in the back of the house that appeared to be what everybody thinks it was. If he was attacked in bed and then pulled off bed facing the wall, bled in that direction, that's where that would explain that. If you're looking at underneath, the, let's just say he locked the door behind him, right? You're looking at the house. It's an older house. It has laminate wood floors. You would assume that those floors were put there after a remodel. Now, given the age of the house, I would assume that that at one point it had carpet. And so I'm guessing that there's probably a pretty good sized crease underneath that door in the floor, that if somebody were to look underneath the door, if they couldn't make entry, let's just say it was locked. Xana's dad just fixed the locks as well. Remember that. He was there a week earlier, just fixed the locks. So let's just say the perpetrator, or Bryan, locked the door behind him. The downstairs roommates couldn't get inside, called their friends because they couldn't get anybody to answer the door, and at some point looked underneath the door and saw somebody on the floor facing the opposite direction of where they were attacked. Then they wouldn't have been able to have seen the red fluid coming out, and thus think that he was possibly just unconscious and not able to open the door. You call the police because he's on the ground. You can't get in. You can't wake him up. You don't understand why he's on the ground instead of in the bed. And so you call because he's unconscious and you can't get him to wake up. Police get there, unlock the door, and then they see the gruesome scene. That makes a lot more sense than somebody passing out and running out and somebody called 911 because they passed out there. It doesn't make sense to me, because at what point does she call the friends to come over during the time that she discovers, Ethan? Let's just say it is Ethan. From the time that she discovers Ethan to the time that she runs out and passes out, she's supposed to call her friends first, them come over. She call 911, and as she's passing out, that's when they pick up the phone. It doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And so this could shine a little bit of light as to why he went into both of those bedrooms, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me guys know what you think about my theory on that. Am I off? Do you guys still think that there's, another explanation? I know a lot of people take a lot of a lot of folks look at 4chan, Reddit, and take, what people are saying as their weight in gold and truthful. And the truth is there's a lot of folks that are out there just trying to stir up conversation, so to speak. And so this is a truly, truly sad incident. And, one that is potentially, we have not yet found the connection. And I thank you, Cindy and Gina, for putting this out there for us. We truly appreciate it. Without this information, first looking that up, we wouldn't have ever known. And so I appreciate that. We have some more new members. I'm going to show those guys, give you guys your love. We have Nelly, Change Forever, Aaron, Amy, Dosi, Moraine, TF, Darling, Dorita, Fafuki, 420 Mama, Cheryl, Free, Bernadette, Susan, George, Carol, Leticia, Cara, Pam, 9mm and Lipstick, and Amber Nest. We thank all of you guys so much. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. Thank you. Please, again, hit that like and subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way you're notified of when we go live. We go live tomorrow night, y'all, 7:30 p.m. Central. Don't want to miss it. We'll be going over some updates and things of that nature. With that being said, I'm Daniel J. This is the Drunk Turkey Show. Peace.